hide the fact I'm exhausted. Okay, sorry, it's a limp, plump lip, not limp. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to if you're new here, and if you are new, hi, my name is Heaven. I make fashion, lifestyle, and the occasional beauty video, and if that's something you might like, you might want to hit that subscribe button. And today I am filming a beauty video, which I haven't done in so long, literally since I think I first started my channel about 7 months ago. But I wanted to show you guys kind of my everyday makeup routine that I've been doing the last little while. I've been getting a lot of compliments on it. There are two different ones that everybody's complimented. The only difference is that one of them has like black shadow liner and the other one is literally just the base and no eyeliner at all. So I'm just going to show you guys the eyeliner one because that's really the only difference between the two. And if you didn't know, I drink hot coffee through a straw. Please like this video or comment down below if you do that as well, because apparently I am a rare breed. And I would really like to know if you guys also drink coffee through a straw. So the first thing I always start with is my eyebrows. Did my head get bigger? Why does this thing hurt more than usual? My brows also need to be done. So what I use for my brows, I've literally used the same thing since I ever started doing my eyebrows. The product that I use on them is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, the ash brown shade. And I'm using the Angle Brush by Lavish to do this. And I'm gonna brush these bad boys up. You know, I had a whole list of things that I wanted to talk about, and now that I'm doing my makeup, I'm like drawing a blank. I don't know what I was gonna say. This is also really hard because I'm doing this in my kitchen because the lighting is better instead of my bedroom where my vanity is. So I would just like to say, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but can we just take in the fact that we're literally almost in December? 2020 is almost done. Like, that's just so insane to me. And I remember at the beginning of, like during New Year's, I was literally at this big house party and I was just talking with like a friend of mine, like how great 2020 was gonna be. It was gonna, like I planned on traveling a lot. Joke's on me. And like, I don't know, I just had I had a really good feeling that 2020 was gonna be everybody's year. I mean, I wasn't wrong. It was definitely a year for everybody, but I don't know if it was like everybody's favorite year. But I remember feeling so positive about it, rang it in so good. I literally missed the countdown because I was so into this conversation about how amazing 2020 was gonna be. I missed the fireworks, I missed the countdown. I was so into like, this year is gonna be our year. And like, here we are now. Pandemic. Well, I will say there have been a lot of good things that 2020 has brought. I'm actually going to make a video in December about like the things that I'm grateful for in 2020, and I'm going to kind of go over like my goals and stuff like that for next year, which who knows what's going to be happening with lockdown, who knows like when they'll actually lift it and like when things will start to return to like a normal, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's still good to think back to your year and like find the good things, no matter how little they are. So I'm not really going to go into that in this little chat video because I do want to make that a whole separate video. So the next thing that I do, this is actually a trick I learned from like Huda Beauty from watching her. I'm taking my Becca Set and Refresh powder. I'm putting this and I'm going to bake this on my eyebrows because this keeps, you know, everything together and in, but it also lightens it as well. And I just kind of set my eyebrows, which this is such an amazing trick and I wish I knew this years ago. Which, going into makeup here, I actually wanted to start my YouTube channel like 10 years ago. I wanted to start YouTube for so long. Lauren Curtis like is the reason I even wanted YouTube, and I wanted to do beauty like her. I wanted to do everything like Lauren Curtis. I loved her. And I used to be super into makeup. Like, you guys have no idea. Up until probably 2 years ago, like I used to wake up at 5 a.m., do a full face of makeup, including lashes. I do bold eyeshadow in the daytime, and I'd wear bold lipstick. Sometimes I'd have orange lips or purple lips. Like, I did not care. I literally went out like that all the time, and if I went out at night, you'd think I'd just keep that bold makeup on, but no, that was my day makeup. And I would take that off and do it all again to go out at night. Like, I don't even know where I found the time to do this. I start my YouTube. I begin doing skincare and like beauty. A couple months in, it's like, nah, I want to do fashion. Like, completely just switched it up out of nowhere. So what I just did is I primed my eyelid, and I used the Pretty and Vulgar eyelid primer. This, holy grail. And the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with my Naked Urban Decay Basics. And this is the only palette that I'm gonna use for this look. I'm gonna go into the shade Foxy, which is like a skin color. And I'm gonna kind of set over my primer with it. And because my eyelid is a different color than what my face is gonna be in a second, because like I said, I don't tan my face, so it's not the same color, I am gonna go over with my actual foundation over top before doing the eye look. So a trick that I actually learned from Lauren Curtis is that, I don't think she does this trick anymore. This is back when she was like 19. She used to use tape to like do her eyeshadow and stuff, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't got time to fiddle around with it to make it perfect when I can just pop some tape on and be ready to go. So make sure you got tape for this. Now my foundation that I literally love, this is my ride or die advice every time. It's the Perfect Peach Comfort Matte Foundation by Too Faced. I'm normally the shade Sand. For COVID, like, I was always this color. It used to be so dark. I miss it. It's affordable, it lasts a good while, especially if you don't do makeup as often right now. Because it is a matte oil-free foundation, to bring the dewiness into the look that I'm about to do, you are gonna need some additional products. But if you don't have like a matte foundation, you may not need to take this extra step, but I do because I prefer a matte foundation. Side, and we're gonna grab the tape. It's probably not good for your eyes, but you know, I've done worse. Follow your lash line and like go up to your brow, but like you don't want it to be too close or else it doesn't really follow the lash line. It'll be like just above, and sometimes it can look kind of weird. Alrighty-roo. We're gonna go back into that same Urban Decay Basics, and we're gonna take the black color Crave, and I'm gonna go in with 2 new brushes for this. I have this, I think this is Sephora Must Have Angle Liner Brush number 90. I'm gonna use this to actually draw on the line, like a wing liner. And then I'm gonna take my Lavish Fine Liner Brush, and I'm gonna use this to smudge it out. And like the great thing about this is that you can be messy with it and it literally doesn't matter because you want it to look messy, which is like fantastic because if you're in a rush, sometimes that's all you can manage is messy. And the other thing I really like about this look is that if you want to go out after, all you have to do is touch up the liner, add on a bold lip, and it looks like you have night makeup on. You don't even have to take it off and put a whole new set of makeup on, like my crazy ass used to do. Now, I'm not the greatest at liner. It doesn't matter how long I practice it or how many times I try it. It just is like a struggle, hence why I always use the tape. So if you're someone like me who's really not the greatest with liner and making it so perfect like some other girls do, this is like the easiest way to do it because you can make it messy. You have the tape that helps make it super sharp at the bottom, and like it looks good. It looks like it's supposed to be a messy look, you know what I mean? So it's perfect. All my messy gals out there. It sucks because I was gonna film this yesterday so that I could like, I don't know, film another video or something with my makeup done, but instead, literally half the day's already gone because I just came home from work, and I'm probably just gonna film TikToks, which, by the way, you should follow me on my socials, Instagram, TikTok, all the good stuff. Let's be friends. I want to start doing like the dress me for a day, or pick my jewelry, or pick my purse. Like, I think this stuff is so much fun, especially since I can be super indecisive. So like, you should definitely help me out on there. We've created a little family here, you guys, okay? So let's talk. Let's chat. I'm really gonna be upset if the one liner looks way cuter than the other. The key factors into making your face dewy and hydrated and glowy AF. You're gonna need either 2 or 4 products. So I use 2 oils in the morning on my skin. I use the UK, the ordinary oil, and I use the 101 Skin, I think it's a collagen oil. But if you watch my skincare videos or even my IGTV live of my skincare that's on my Instagram, I show those products in it. That makes me a little more oily throughout the day. And I already have those on my face, but to enhance it even more, this is probably what you would do if you don't have any oils or you don't like to use like serums and oils and stuff like that. I have 2 products to make you super glowy and dewy. The first one that I use is the Glossy Touch and Soul, and this just literally does the exact thing it says. It makes you glossy. I put this, I bat this like all over. And then the next thing that I go into, I either mix this in with my foundation or I put it on first. I think today I'm just gonna put it on first. But this is the Wander Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. This is key. What I normally do with this, you don't need a lot. So I put a little bit on my fingers and I literally dab it on my high points, and we're just gonna put the foundation on like we normally would. And I like using the Beauty Blender for this because it really helps keep the dewiness. And this has been like my everyday go-to makeup look. I'm really only like 2 or 3 shades lighter, but it doesn't take me very long to tan. Bless that Portuguese skin. That I can tan really quick, but I can also lose it really quick. So it'll be back in no time. I just haven't been as like dedicated to going. I tried this Fit Me concealer from Walmart. It's the shade 15 Light Beige. It wasn't bad in the beginning, but honestly, I don't know if it expires really fast because I haven't had it for that long or what it is, but it just does not blend as nicely as it should, which is like really frustrating. I have to use a brush most of the time because it's like very streaky. So I don't know if it just like expires sooner than they say it does or what the case is, but I would not suggest buying it. And this brush I'm using is also a Sephora brush. It's the Pro Airbrush Concealer Brush number 57. I was gonna use the Beauty Blender. Beauty Blender is probably better, but I'm just gonna quickly go over it with the brush just because it does get really streaky. And I wanna get at least most of it around before it kind of settles in, and then I'm going to go over with my wet Beauty Blender. Aren't these little Beauty Blenders so cute? Like, it's probably not necessary to have like a big one and like a little one, but this lighting is terrible. Next I'm going to go in with that really bright Coconut Vacay setting powder. Dab, 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 dab. I also just realized I forgot to contour. So, normally I would do this before my concealer, but Heaven has forgotten the order that she does her makeup in. I don't do well under pressure, I guess. So the bronzer I'm going to use is a Wet n Wild bronzer in the shade Sunset 742B. This one's actually really nice for like a drugstore bronzer. I really like the Tarte Princess Avenue one. That's my favorite. I have the sparkly one and the matte one, but your girl ran out. I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Airbrush 55. Does anyone else find that their hands don't tan? This is kind of random and off topic, but I'm noticing that my hands like never match my skin. My hands are always so much lighter than the rest of me, but they're always exposed to sun. They're like the most exposed piece of my body. And I don't know if it's because I wash my hands so much, but my hands never get dark enough. And when I contour, I follow the top of my ear down my cheekbone to like the corner of my mouth, and I always brush upwards. And you want to go up your temples and up the side of your face as well. Alright, so now I'm going to go back in with that beauty blender, and I'm going to follow just under where I want my contour to be. Whenever I crease a lot, so my laugh lines especially, I'm a happy girl. Highlighter that I use that I feel really helps with this dewy look that doesn't really look dewy right now. I feel like I didn't put enough of this stuff on, that's my problem. But I have a Saint Laurent jelly highlighter. The jelly highlighter makes a huge difference, like compared to just like a powder one. This really helps make it dewy, so your highlight will literally look like wet and dewy and glowy, which is amazing. Love that for me, love that for you, love that for us. I'm going to dust off my setting powder with my Sephora Pro Precision Powder Brush number 59. So next I'm going to go in with my, it's a complexion brush, but I don't, this is the brush I got from Boxycharm where I had a hard time reading what it is. I think it's Lamara or a Lamara or something like that. Really nice brushes, wishing I had pronounced the brand. And I'm going to go in with my, I think it's Ciate London, not actually sure, but it's this dusk blush. It's called Melted Light in the shade Dusk. You do not need a lot of this because boy is it vibrant. And I'll dab that on my cheeks, and you want to go up to your forehead and your temples as well. It makes it look a lot more natural. But you want to be careful not to add too much. I have made that mistake. Next we're going to go in with the jelly highlighter. I am going to use my Urban Decay brush that came with one of my palettes. And I'm using the flat side brush to go under my eyebrow, which your fingers will probably work better, but I want to be a little more precise. Put that in the inner corner as well, look wide awake, hide the fact I'm exhausted, instantly refreshed. And then for the rest of this, I actually just use my finger. So I will start on my cheeks and I will dab, do a little rub, do a little dab. And I follow the top of my cheekbone up to my temple, do my nose, top of my lip, my non-existent lip. So the next thing I'm going to do is mascara. With this eye look, I surprisingly don't mind going without lashes. Normally when I have liner on, I really want to have lashes on, but I will go without. I think for the purpose of the fact that I'm going to film TikToks, I think I will put lashes on. These Boxycharm ones, they're Lilly lashes. Which ones are these? I don't know if you can buy these ones. I think they were exclusive to Boxycharm, but I could be wrong. They're the CEO lashes. They're really nice. I do like these. If anyone knows a really good hack to put lashes on, please share with me. Your girl be struggling. Next thing we're gonna do, and then we're done. We got 3 more products left. I'm gonna line my lips with this, I think it's Janta Blue Dark Natural Lip Liner Pencil. 935 is the color. I'm going to use this to overdraw my lips. I need to sharpen it. One moment, please. I'm going to overdraw my lips as much as I can. And once my lips are bigger than they ever probably could be, I go in with this Too Faced Nude Beach Lipstick. I absolutely love this color. I'm going in with the iconic London lip gloss in the shade Limp Plumping. Sorry, it's a Limp Plumping. Lip? Not limp. It's a lip plumping gloss in the shade Love Struck. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my everyday go-to makeup look. It is normally a little more dewy, but you know, I screwed up a couple of steps here. but it's still basically the same thing. It's just a little less dewy than it was in those videos that you guys complimented on. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I wish I executed it a little better, but that's okay, maybe next time. Make sure you leave it a like. Let me know if you did enjoy videos like this, and if you want to see more like this, if you want to see more chatty videos, please let me know down below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.